Hi, Capricorn. This reading is for Wednesday, August 5th, 2026. And honestly, this energy is coming through very strongly. Someone is watching you closely, thinking about you nonstop, and realizing that they can no longer ignore this connection. Um, there may have been lies, outside opinions, gossip, or even third party energy trying to block this love, but now this person is starting to see the truth. They are realizing who was real and who was only creating confusion. Um, this person is fixated on you, not just attracted, deeply pulled toward your energy. They want to come forward, speak honestly, and finally tell you what they have been hiding. So trust your intuition because the truth is coming out, and let's get into your reading.
So, I feel like you and this person have kept this connection pretty private. Whether that's because one of you values your privacy, you work together, or the timing just never felt right. It feels like keeping things quiet made sense for a while. But now the secrecy is starting to feel too heavy for them to carry anymore. They're tired of hiding how they feel. And I don't think they want to pretend anymore. It feels like this is someone who naturally keeps their guard up. They don't open their heart easily, and you've probably sensed that from the very beginning. Even when they wanted to get closer to you, there was always a part of them that held something back. But underneath all of that, they were doing a lot more inner work than you probably realized. It almost feels like this connection needed time to grow without outside pressure. I even get the sense that they may have gone to someone they trust for advice about you or asked for another perspective before deciding what to do next. That's how seriously they're taking this now. And I feel like they're reaching the point where they don't want to keep this connection hidden anymore. I actually feel like they want people to know about you. For some of you, that could mean posting pictures together, introducing you to the people in their life, or simply being more open about the relationship instead of keeping everything private. Part of what's driving this change is the energy you are in right now. You're growing into yourself, and it shows. It's not just your appearance, it's your confidence, your presence, and the way you naturally carry yourself. Other people are noticing that, and so are they. They're like, no, you're my person. I also feel like they've spent a long time caught between their head and their heart. Their feelings kept pulling them toward you, while fear kept telling them to stay where it felt safe. The more they tried to ignore those emotions, the stronger they became. Eventually, they realize they only feel truly settled when things are right between the two of you. They're even talking about you to the people closest to them now. But they struggle to explain exactly why this connection feels so different. They know you've changed them, but putting that into words isn't easy. One thing I keep picking up is that um, they're still checking in on you from a distance, looking at your social media or finding little ways to see what you're up to has almost become part of their daily routine. I do think they're watching much more closely than they let on. They keep wondering, have they met someone else? They notice who's interacting with you, who's commenting on your posts, and whether there's anyone new around you. Their attention keeps drifting back to your life because they can't help wanting to know what's going on. I also wouldn't be surprised if there's another person quietly watching from the sidelines as well. For some of you, that could be a lingering karmic energy or someone who's still paying attention from a distance. But more than anyone else, this person can't seem to look away. They're quietly admitting to themselves, I'm tired of hiding this. It feels like they're reaching the point where being honest no longer feels as frightening as pretending they don't care. I just get that there's a lot of energy, a lot of people aside from your person that are very, very fixated on you, that are watching you. They're trying to understand who you are, what your moves are, and what makes you special, especially with this style coming in. There's something very unique about you. You may be a tarot reader, you may be online, you may be a social media influencer. This is something coming in. Even when you even if you don't post a lot, this person is still very, very fixated and focused on what exactly you're doing and who you are talking to. That's something that's coming in majorly is what I'm getting. Divine masculine. This card is about being aware and awakened to a divine calling, feeling ready to take action, protect, and provide. This person has been watching long enough. Okay. This person is somebody that at first you had to be probably very, very patient with this person. The next card implies you've been very patient with them during this journey, and now the wait is over. You've been very patient, possibly with this divine masculine. Okay. And sometimes the divine masculine can flip and become the divine feminine and vice versa. So there's no gender roles here. But whoever you're dealing with, this is somebody that took a little bit of time to become aware and awaken and acknowledge exactly what your connection is. This is somebody who didn't want to see through the lines. This is somebody who had a very different perception where they couldn't see what was directly in front of them. But now this energy is beginning to awaken. They're beginning to acknowledge that they have this divine calling. And I feel like whoever this energy is, because you've been very patient with them, you've given them the ability for them to really figure out what this is on their own, which is why this person is ready to take a level of action. They want to provide for you. They want to protect you. They want to make sure that you know how they feel about you, is what I just heard. And all of a sudden, this divine masculine is ready to express how they feel, what they want. They want the whole world to know you're theirs. They love how you dress. They've been watching you. You are who you say you are. This person has even showed other people your social media to say, like, what do you think? But I get that with it. What they understand now is that, first of all, there's been a lot of growth. And by the way, for some of you, this may have even been a love triangle situation where there was another energy that was interfering in your connection, where this could have even been a sense of competition. But I feel like here's what's weird. Whoever you guys were dealing with, it wasn't only a karmic connection that you had to like come back. This was also this person's friends or associates or who they were around. It could have even been like a work situation for some of you. Like there was a lot of uphill battles in order for the two of you guys to kind of come together. But I feel like whoever this person is, they're beginning to see things clearly. And it's because they've been watching you for a period of time where now they're beginning to acknowledge, you know what, this is who they are. This is somebody who isn't available to everybody. This is somebody who's very calm, cool, and collected. And I think that whoever this person is, they really just genuinely enjoy your style, who you are, whatever it may be. Third eye. This card talks about how their third eye can't forget what their heart has seen, the true love they feel. So this may have been somebody who wasn't very spiritual when you met them. You may not have been as spiritual when you met them also, but you've really opened this person's eye. You've shown them what true love is. And here's the thing with true love. Once you have true love, once you've been exposed to opening up your third eye, what happens here is you can never go backwards. You can never unsee what you've seen. And I feel like with this person, they're getting multiple downloads here on what they need to do, on what they're meant to do when it comes to you. And I get overwhelmingly that this person is so tired of pretending like they don't have very deep emotions for you, that they don't have very deep feelings for you, because whoever this energy is, they feel like you and them are a perfect pair. They feel you're perfect for one another and match their vibe. It's a very carefree energy. 80s may be a significant, 80s, early 90s, maybe you were born during that time frame. They feel you're perfect for each other. You match their vibe and they love your energy. This is an expression. They want to tell you, hey, I think we're perfect for one another. You get me. And the funny thing is, for a lot of you guys, this is going to come out of nowhere. Because if you're taking a look at her, she's not even looking at him. She doesn't even know what's going on. She's just there having a good time. But he's acknowledging how beautiful she is. He's acknowledging whoever this other energy is. I'm saying he because it's a he on a card, but it could be he or she. But this energy is acknowledging finally that, you know what? There's something very, very special about this connection. This person is tired of just sitting and watching because they also know, again, I don't feel like it's just your divine person that's watching you. I feel like you have people from your past. I feel like there's a lot of attention that's on you right now for some reason. And this person knows it, which is why they're in this divine energy where they're saying, "Oh no, 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 that's mine. People are going to understand that you're mine because you and I are the perfect pair. We're meant for one another. You're meant for me. I'm meant for you." Whoever this person was in the past, they may have had a very distorted perception of what a relationship is. Solitude. This card talks about needing to be alone to figure out who they are and asking for patience. And then at the bottom of the deck, we also have the divine timing card. So this is somebody, too, that may be extra quiet right now, or you and this person may not be talking. But I do feel like with this person, when they go very, very quiet, this is them disconnecting from the world because they're trying to figure out, they're trying to understand exactly what the connection is and exactly what's going on. So during this sense of solitude, they've awakened different aspects of themselves. And I even feel like during the solitude, even if you and this person haven't been talking, they're always watching. It's like that. I'm always watching. Like, that's this person for some reason. And whoever this energy is, they do take a lot of time for them to process things. Where I feel like in the past, this may have upset you for a period of time. But I feel like right now, you're in a completely different energy. And I feel like it's giving this person the confidence to know that whatever they're taking time thinking about, you're allowing them the time to do it. Not that you have to allow them the time to think. But what I'm saying is that you're not bothered by them taking a pause, by them taking time for themselves. You understand that, especially during a Mercury retrograde, things are going to be moving a little bit more weird. Or almost like for some of you guys, going backwards. Or communication can be coming in more frequently. It just kind of depends on how the retrograde is affecting you. But I do feel like with your person, they're taking the time to acknowledge who you really are to them and what you mean to them. And I do feel like here, there's some type of major choice that has to be determined. The card says it's a decision between love and fear, that we stay by choice. That's why this person is thinking. There's some type of major sacrifice that this person may have to give up. And that's why they're sitting here and they're really being detail oriented. This is coming in as somebody that wants to look at the details, that wants to have a look a little bit closer, watching, trying to figure out what's the best choice to make. This is somebody who's trying to be very careful and doesn't want to assume, but is also doing a very, very deep dive into any type of hidden information. And they're trying to double check here as well. This also may be somebody that's buying you something and they're trying to make a choice between what they want to give you. I don't know why, but that's coming in. Because with this choice, I feel like whoever this person is in the past, they may have been an avoidant type of energy where they really wanted to be close to you, but they avoided emotional attachments out of fear. But whoever this person is, they're also realizing that the two of you guys are really meant for one another. They feel comfortable in their skin and can be themselves with you. I feel like you're one of the first people that really understood this person. I feel like this person is somebody who would say things, but nobody would listen. But you listen to them. You understand. And there's some type of weird kind of like, I want to call it like a kink, but that's not what it is. It's like there's something very like weird about or eccentric about your person. And I feel like this is an energy that your person has tried to repress over a period of time because they really didn't let people get close to them, especially with this avoidant energy and this perception. And distorted. This card says their views on relationships are distorted from past experiences. There's something here where this person's view on relationships because of a past could be from a mother or a father. Their view of relationships has never been a positive one. Perception. This card talks about only seeing what they wanted to see and being sorry for not seeing your worth see. your person was unable to see what was exactly in front of them. And they were too busy trying hard not to look straight, not trying not to acknowledge what the universe or what God has given them right in front of them. So their perception was skewed. They could see everything except what they were meant to see. And there was a lot of illusions and confusion and distorted energy here because this person was purposely trying to avoid you because they knew that with you, they had to open up. This is a situation where they could get close, but they always wanted to be closer. And I feel like that scared them. So they tried to do everything possible in order to not see you, in order to distort who you really were to them. You and this person may be different religion, race, creed, age, whatever it may be. There's something here where you're very different than this person. And this person kept trying to use that as an excuse as why to avoid this situation or this relationship. But then they're beginning to realize, especially with the weirdo card, that you guys aren't too much different. You guys are more alike than you are different. There's a very old school energy also to this pairing. I feel like because with the weirdo card, if you take a look in the back, this energy back here, it's all prehistoric almost. So this may be a very old school type of love where the both of you get it. The both of you understand what it is with one another. I get that this person's been fantasizing about you a lot, about your future together, your home, your kids, vacations. This is somebody that wants it all from you. But also, too, they're in this place where they have to make a choice. But this solitude is giving them the ability to think clearly, to see clearly, to use all of their senses to make a good, to make a positive impact, to grow old together because the two of you guys are soulmates. But again, this person has to get over this avoidant energy. So the cards that popped out are introverted. This card implies they don't say it enough, but they truly do love you. Look how beautiful this card is. And if you take a look right here, there's this star that's right at the throat chakra. So this is somebody who loves you very, very deeply. This is somebody who's having a major transformation, especially with the butterfly here. This is also about communication. The eyes are closed though. So this is somebody that feels very deeply, but hasn't had the ability to truly open up and express to you. We also have enlightenment here. The card says the truth has been illuminated and they can't hide from what you've shown them. This solitude, this third eye awakening, that's what's really given this divine masculine the ability to say, you know what, there's something here that you've shown me. This love, this passion, this new way of life. You've shown them the 5D. You've opened them up to the world or the art of manifesting. You've shown them that there's a different way that they can go about things. And it's an easier route. It's a loophole to life. Everything is an algorithm. You're showing them the algorithm to life. And with this person, especially with this enlightenment and this solitude, they're realizing how much they miss you. The next card says they may not be together right now, but their heart misses you dearly. This is somebody who may have cried over you or has been very, very emotional. This is somebody that also is protecting themselves from the outside world and the opinions of others. And with this person, they feel like they're missing. They feel like you are missing from them and that they want to be with you. Especially after this enlightenment, they're like, what have I done? I've taken too long to make some type of choice or some type of decision here. I also get with this situation, this is the gossip card. It says everyone is talking about the relationship and people are jealous. I feel like there's a lot of watching and stalking and people that are very curious about you. They want to know, what have you done in order to get your person to think differently? What have you done to make your person change? There's even something about your person physically that's changed, style-wise, that's changed. And it can't even be just an energetic change. But everybody around this person, a lot of people are confused at what you've done. You've shattered this person. You've broken apart who this person has tried to be. The next card says you're a goddess who healed and transformed them to their higher self. Now you have the divine feminine and you also have the divine masculine here. So this is an energy coming in where the two of you guys are evenly yoked, but there's gossip. You've illuminated them. Do you see how the butterfly is over her eyes? But essentially, it's right in the center where the third eye would be. You've transformed the way that this person views things. You've transformed their perception of situations and of relationships. And this is really about a level of divine timing here. What choices is this person making? Perception and career. Okay, so this person may in the past have been very, very career driven. And also, the career card implies love was on the back burner until they were financially stable. And whoever this person is, they're definitely getting advice from their friends. The next card says they've been asking friends for advice and are unsure how to handle this connection. So this person is just definitely in a place where they really are missing you. They're ready to express how they feel. And I feel like whoever this person is, they really do want to make you a priority. But I also think too, I feel like there's something here with you and your person that hasn't been expressed yet. And I feel like with this person, they want to come forward and they want to tell you how much they miss you, how much you mean to them. What does this partnership mean? That's what they want to do. That's what they want to say to you. Because for some of them, they're definitely being guided. For a lot of you guys, you may have even been stuck in the friend zone. And with this person, they didn't know whether or not they wanted to be lovers or just friends. So because of that, it's almost like they've put things on a major back burner, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. Whoever this person is, they're definitely stalking you. They're watching you. Virgo energy is coming in here. But this person is very, very focused right now, and they're very dedicated to accomplishing some type of goal. This is also about them working on themselves and possibly even working on their body. Because this person knows whoever you're dealing with this Hierophant here, they know that they're being guided to you for a reason. For some of you, they may even owe you an apology or they're sorry for their actions. But whoever this person is, they had to take a lot of time here, okay, to really kind of, this is something that you had to be very patient with. This is a very transformative energy. But this is also an energy where this person had to balance out certain aspects of their life. This could even be drugs and alcohol. It could be a multitude of things. But there's something here where this person really said, like, I need to balance this out. I need to balance out this energy that's coming in here. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is definitely your twin flame. And I feel like your twin flame definitely is missing you deeply. This is an energy where this person is so tired of being away from you. They're tired of not having you near. And this person knows what the right thing to do is, though, especially with this Hierophant. It's like this person has been illuminated. There's something that's been illuminated for this person during this period of suspension. And for me, the Hanged Man energy is really about a level of enlightenment. You have Taurus energy here, Pisces, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. The signs are at all the top of the cards. If you guys are curious, I feel like this person is having a different perspective on love. And there's something here that this person has to let go of or has to make some type of sacrifice in order to make this right. That's why you have the Hierophant here. There's something here that this person knows that they have to do in order for them to elevate, in order for them to go the next round. But the other thing I want to note is that with Temperance, Temperance is the Emperor and it's also the Empress, and it's stripped of their negative qualities and it's merged together as one. This is a level of alchemy. So with the 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant and the Temperance here, this is your person that's really trying to work out those negative aspects of themselves. Those traits that they know are not for their higher good in order for things to kind of come full circle. And I feel like that's why this person is in this Hanged Man energy, because they're still in this process. The Hanged Man is also to me like the butterfly in the cocoon, where they're kind of hanging from the tree in this beautiful chrysalis ready to emerge. But again, there's this level of suspense that's also coming here because I feel like there's a major judgment moment. there's something here that this person wants to open up, that this person wants to say to you, especially with this expression card, that they want you to know. And this choice here, this Two of Wands, this choice is this person is ending their other choice. So now this person, what's happening is they're ending something. They're going to have this major judgment moment with you where they're saying, look, this is what I had to do. I had to go to the depths of hell in order to come out on top here. But now I'm ready to move forward with you. Now I'm ready to make a decision. I've made a decision and I'm ready to progress. This is somebody that wants partnership. This is somebody who wants marriage and children if you're at that age. But they want a stable partnership with you. This person is tired of being away from you, but they did need that solitude in order to kind of come forward to you, especially with the Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody that also needed to get their finances up. Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo energy. And there may have been a job that they needed to walk away from, or just a way of thinking. Like this person was always like fixated and worried about money or whatever it may be. But there's something here where this person is so tired because they know like you're not going to wait. And they don't want to come to you with all of their burdens. But at the same point in time, it's like they have to acknowledge that a lot of the burdens are all in their head. So now this person is like, you know what? I'm ready to walk away from this Nine of Pentacles. I'm ready to walk away from this very single lifestyle and where I need a lot of attention, where I'm focused on myself. And I'm ready to walk away into some type of major partnership, into a brand new them. The Fool. This is somebody that's no longer holding on to the ideal of what something is. The Fool doesn't understand why it's going on the journey, but they know at a soul place that they're meant to go on it. This person knows, I'm meant to go on this. I don't know why. I don't why, but I'm going nonetheless. I'm going on this journey. That's the Fool's energy. The Fool's energy is, I'm going there regardless if you like it or not. It's like a brand new start for you guys. I feel like it's because this person's had this enlightenment or this like major judgment. I feel like it's been a major judgment moment for this person. Like there's something that this person discovered while watching you, or there's something that this person discovered in talking to somebody. The Twin Flame card is here, and it's also with this Silence card. So we have dueling Twin Flames, dueling Solitude cards. It's like this person needed to take some time alone to understand what your connection is. And I get that they're so tired of being bound by this 3D energy. They're so tired of being told what to do and who they are that this person is like, I just want to be free. I want to do me. King of Pentacles. For some of you guys, you are married to this person, or this person wants to marry you, or they want to provide some type of very stable type of energy. There's a lot of power with inside of your connection. And I feel like you provide a very stable type of energy for this person to kind of grow on. Strength is here. Leo, you've tamed the beast is what I heard. This is somebody that's very challenging to deal with. But there's something about your energy that's very healing, where you know when to push this person. You know when to pull back. Like, there's something about you where you have the perfect recipe on how to encourage this person to do better. It's like when you want to do better for another person, that's how you know that you're in love with them. That's how you know that this isn't just a regular relationship where you don't care, where you just do the same thing. Like, this is somebody that's realizing that you push them to be better, that you push them to be their higher self, that you push them because you believe in them and they want to do better. They want to be able to provide for you, to protect you, to give you these different things that maybe in the past they didn't really understand before. But this person feels this very, very need, this push with this Eight of Pentacles and strength to really work on themselves to be the best version of them for you, because they want you to be proud of them. They want you to be proud to talk about them to whatever Ace of Pentacles. This is a very serious offer that's coming in from this person. And this is something that you may have waited around for a period of time. But this is definitely some type of love offer that's coming in here that your person has been thinking about for a period of time. How does this person view their current romantic situation with the collective? How does this person view their current romantic situation with this collective? The star card, beautiful. The star comes after the tower. So this person has had this major tower moment where things are being illuminated to this person. And there's this reconciliation energy that they're feeling. They're feeling a sense of nervousness here, especially with the star card. Like, I'm wishing on this star. I know something is coming. I don't know what it is, but I am very, very hopeful right now that something new is getting ready to transpire. How do they view themselves in this connection? How do they view themselves in this connection with the collective? Okay, the Two of Pentacles. So this is stuck limbo going back and forth. All right. And how does this person view the collective when it comes to love and romance right now? When it comes to their connection, how do they view this collective energy? They know that you're very much in your head, but they also know that they do love you and that you love them. This is definitely coming in as a soulmate connection. What is blocking this divine partner from committing? Judgment, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. For some of you, they need to walk away from another situation. For others of you, this is really just them walking away from certain ideals. What's really on their mind when it comes to this collective? What are they deeply thinking about regarding this group? The Hierophant. For some of you, this could be a proposal or a deeper commitment heading your way. This Hierophant energy, it's come up more than once. Now, show me this person's next move. What are they going to do next with the collective? What's their next step? Words. Get ready. They're ready to speak, to say something. If there's been silence between the two of you, like if you've been distant or not talking, well, they're preparing to step forward and finally open up. And it may come as a bit of a surprise, like it might catch you off guard. You might even have to pause and think, wait, what did they just say? Because it's unexpected, something that might leave you a little stunned. What are their romantic intentions with the collective? The Three of Pentacles. This person wants to work on things with you. They're ready to take that next step. And with Mars and Capricorn, they're not someone who gives up easily. Mars and Capricorn, that's a fighter, a workhorse. I'll prove to you whatever I've said that I truly want this. I'm willing to walk away from other things for you, and I'm tired of being stuck in limbo. So, what's the collective's advice when it comes to this person romantically? What should the collective do? Justice. Hold them accountable, but also everything, it's all about to come to light. Whatever's been unclear or stuck, there's going to be communication soon that'll clear everything up and make sense of what's been stagnant. All right? I think that's where I'm going to leave this reading. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and I hope it gave you some clarity, or maybe even the confirmation you were looking for. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.